Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Salute the Packer Nation. Salute the friends and family. What's good, y'all? I know we had a lot of people out today. Before we get into it, salute the friends and family, smartest people in the building. Hey, I know we had a lot of people out, but hey, fam, we look real shaky in this first half. We're down 17-3. Hey, the Packers looked real shaky in this first half, y'all. Let's keep it a buck. They looked real shaky. It's down 17-3. The defense couldn't stop the run. And I'm aware, yes, multiple starters were out. I get it. Nonetheless, the execution from the next man up, I did not like what I saw. Mecole Hardman before halftime, he fumbling the ball. Uh, Jordan Love goes 1 of 5. I mean, like we in the running game. I mean, they were just running it down our throat. I did not like what I saw in the first half from the Packers. I know it's the first preseason game. I get all that. We just did not look like we were executing at all, and we were being bullied on both sides of the line, on the offensive line, and they were bullying us with their defensive line. I did not like what I saw at all. But I do like our young receiver Golden though. I do like him. I see what all the hype is about. He runs good routes, even though it's one catch. But just looking at his hands and how he's catching, he's gonna move up the depth chart. I think Malik Heath is pretty much up out of there. I don't know what he was doing tonight. Like he was trying to get cut. If that was what he was going for, good job, sir. Because I think you're up out of here. And the amount of drop passes from the Packers receivers in this first half was a completely unacceptable. This was a big problem for the Packers last year, which were drop passes by the receivers, and it's still a problem right now. I mean, some of these they're wide open. Dropping the ball is unacceptable as a professional. As a professional, there's no way you should be dropping the ball like that. That's crazy how they were playing today. We look like we still had hold on, I got you, Dr. Smith. Hold on. Let me get Dr. Smith in here, y'all. Hold on, Dr. Smith. I got you. Get this mouse going. There we go. There we go. What's good, Dr. Smith? What's good, friends and family? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, this first half, I am not impressed for what I saw from the Green Bay Packers at all. This was really ridiculous, really ridiculous. You ready to hop in here, Dr. Smith? Like, there's this. I don't even know what to say of what I saw in the first half. Let me bring in Dr. Smith, y'all. I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Dr. Smith, how do you feel about what you saw in the first half from the Green Bay Packers?
I mean, a lot of people got exercise tonight, right? You know what I mean? A lot of people running around and getting their steps in, getting their cardio in, burning some calories for sure. The overreactors are going to get their exercise by saying, "Oh, well, I guess the season's over."
Right.
The apologists are going to say, "Oh, well, it doesn't matter at all. It's preseason, so it doesn't matter that we drop every single pass that seems to be thrown out here." I'd ask if it was raining at first. Like, why does the ball? You like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's what it looked like for a second.
Yeah, but
Um,
there
I
were
was,
inexcusable drops though, Dr. Smith. It was inexcusable drops.
I mean, it's inexcusable everything. You know what I mean? Like, no. So, I guess for me, like the question you'd have to ask yourself is, what value does the preseason have, right?
Right.
Because it's obviously not regular season. You're obviously not playing for a playoff game. But if they
Right.
hold no value at all, then don't bother playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like save yourself from the potential of injury. Like we lost the player
Right.
tonight, Anderson. Right now, he's not high on the depth chart. But if there is no value to this at all, then don't bother playing. Everyone just stay at home, play your
Right.
PlayStation, whatever. Talk to your wives and your girlfriends. Don't bother showing up. If it has some value, then I'm not seeing it. because these dudes are out there playing like they'd much rather be doing something else. And for me, whether it's the preseason or not, that's not the energy that I want to see
That's
my
all
team
I'm saying
start.
right there, Dr. Smith. To me, it's I know that it's not our starters in there. I get that. I know everybody's gonna throw
Yeah,
that out there. The problem is the lack of execution from the next man up. There's no way that those it shouldn't have been that big of holes for them to run like that. The Jets were doing whatever they want. They controlled the line on the offense with their offensive line controlled the line and their defensive line controlled the line. Coupled with our drop passes, this was a really terrible first half in my opinion.
yeah.
Terrible.
It's a lack of give a. I'm not gonna curse when you laugh,
Right.
right? But it's the lack of give a stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I remember listening to this Packer content creator who was talking about wide receivers in the battle. What's up, Daniel? What's happening, man?
What up? What up? What up, Bleacher?
That there was going to be a battle for like that. He predicted that there was going to be a battle for the seventh wide receiver spot on the team between Malik Heath and McCole Hardman. Well,
Okay.
let's say that were true, right? Malik Heath has dropped 2 catches. One was wide open. There weren't a defender on him at all. That was when I
Right.
had to ask, it's raining out there, the way that he dropped it. McCole Hardman fields a punt within 5 yards. He
Right.
follows that up, muffing a punt. I don't know how you get out of that one, bro. Like I don't know how you make the team with that. I am not the type at this point. I've been watching this team now since like the early '90s. I'm not gonna get like
Right.
overreact at any mistake, but there's certain mistakes that are extremely difficult to come back from if you're barely making the team at all.
Right.
Right? Josh Jacobs can muff a punt. He'll be all right. McCole Hardman cannot muff a punt. You will
No.
not be all right.
No. I completely agree. I completely agree.
You know what I
It's
mean?
this was hard to watch. I mean, the lack of execution was hard to watch. Bleacher, how did you feel about what you saw so far in the first half?
First of all, you get shout out by Tom Grassi right now, so that's pretty cool for you, man.
Oh, salute, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Oh,
just
that's
moved to
most.
Wisconsin, so he's like trying to make sure you can see everybody that's in the area. So that's pretty cool.
Appreciate it. Salute to
That's
him.
dope.
All
That's
right,
super dope.
Yeah.
Coming up, bro.
trying
Coming
to.
up.
Where do I start, man?
Right. I'm concerned. I know I shouldn't be. It's preseason. I know with Packer Nation. I know it. I just expected to see I wanted us to be more crisp. That's all I'm saying. Even with the others, I expected a little bit more crisp, a little bit more like toughness. We didn't even look tough. We got punked out there and bullied. If we want to keep it and just let's take the mask off. We got bullied in the first half. They were in the backfield the whole game, running all over us. They did whatever they wanted. I mean, let's be real. Go ahead, Blues.
Go ahead. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, Blues. Then we can go to Dr.
All
Smith.
right.
Go ahead.
The drops, 10 drops in
Right.
the first half. You could run the ball, and then they would just. I mean, Love wasn't in rhythm at all because you don't know where the receiver is. I mean, only bright spot I saw was Golden had a couple of good catches, and that was pretty much it. I mean,
What was the bright spot? Golden with his catch, because he looked like he ran a great route and he caught the ball like you want with his hands. I'm like, at least I saw something. Like, okay, I see what the hype is about. Just by even his watching his route running, coming out the break, I'm like, okay, he's okay. He's gonna be all right. That's it. That was it. That was it.
Now I want to go in. Like I've been going in on this position. You get more than I do, but me, I gotta go in. The interior defensive line. What is going on with that?
It's worse than that. It wasn't just the interior defensive line. It was then the next level.
Correct.
Right?
That was the problem. That's the next level.
And in the middle of the field, it's like a cavity. So it, to me, essentially looks exactly like we did last year. Right? What was the number one problem that we had last year? Was drop catches and penalties and the interior of that defensive line if TJ Slayton wasn't in there.
Correct.
They just moved the ball right up the middle. So I ask again, what is the value of the preseason? Because to me, it looks like they don't care. And if it has no value, If they don't care, then don't bother playing.
Correct.
Save yourself from the potential of injury, and come out when you do bother playing. Because this would have been the game that I was coming up for. I told you, like, work commitments
Right.
and whatnot. I'm glad I didn't come. I'm glad that I did not spend a
I
play.
don't see you, buddy.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
don't need
got
to
you.
be arrested. You know what I'm saying? I would have looked y'all up or whatever, and you'd be like, "Yo, man, this is this dude's first time in
Right.
Wisconsin, and he got arrested the first time he came up here. He can't." I'd have been spazzing on people. I'd have been spazzing on the first person who told me to calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna do whatever.
Don't tell me to calm down. It's hilarious.
Don't get thrown out down the aisle here, whatever. Don't tell me to calm down. They'd have tried to arrest me. I'd have tried to run from them. I'd have got arrested.
He got the whole spiel.
I'd
Go
have got a
ahead.
body slam. I'd have got beat up in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't come out. This game would have got me arrested. Oh my gosh, this is
I don't
trash.
understand it.
Like trash.
It just we got the same problems we had the last couple of years. Defensive line ain't really doing showing what we want to. I mean, I know our safeties were hurt. I know we got injuries, but it's just the fight that we didn't see right in the first half. That's what really bothers me. Like you guys showed you at home with your fans. The first drive by Justin Fields, he's just staying in the pocket the whole
The
time.
whole time. And then I knew we had problems. We came out with a 3 and out. We gave up the ball so fast on that first drive. I was like, what?
See, all right. So again, we're just asking questions.
Right, we're just asking questions.
I'm not overreacting.
I like that. I like that. We just asking questions. Shout out
We
to
just
Dr.
asking questions, right? If we're not overreacting, I'm not overreacting. If
We just asking questions.
Right? Okay. Here's my question for that first drive, right? Who's the Jets' number one defender right now?
Sauce Gardner.
Garden.
So why are you going at him twice?
He had him under lock and key. Let's be clear, Jay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm thinking, okay, well, preseason is less about trying to actually win the game and more about experimenting, right? Ideally, if this were a playoff game, I'm not going at Sauce Gardner unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to stress test the other parts of the defense before I go at Sauce Gardner, right? But in a preseason game, your priority is a little bit different. Can Romeo Doubs separate? And can he separate from their best defender? The answer was a resounding absolutely not. Absolutely not. So good to see that we can't separate. Let's move on. If we're just asking questions, right? If we're just asking questions, right? If you have heard the entire season that your wide receiver core cannot catch, that this is a major problem, right? How much extra work is going into, like individually and team-wise, is going into washing the stink of that off of you, right? Because you can tell me about how well you run routes. This is the Dontavian
salute.
Salute, Tom Grassi. This is the Dontavian Wicks argument that he's really good at separating. He's really good at route running, but you're a receiver. So the number one thing that you are required to do as a receiver is receive, right? And so, like, if this is the number one thing that we're seeing, how are guys like Malik Heath dropping wide open catches? It wasn't just Malik.
Right.
McCole, right? Contested catches, different things like that. Like it's as if this were the script of what is the worst possible version of Green Bay that we can see in this opening half. Let's just sprinkle in a defensive touchdown on like let's just have Malik Willis drop back. Our offensive line can't block anything for more than 2 seconds. Let's have
that was very concerning. That part was concerning. Our offensive line, I feel like, should be one of our strengths, and they were getting bullied out there. Like I said, I don't like getting bullied. If you get outplayed by a player that's better than you, I can understand that. But just getting bullied and pushed back, moved around, I don't like that. That shows me lack of effort and lack of toughness. What are y'all doing in training camp if this is how y'all are reacting in a preseason? Y'all should be ready to hit something. Hitting each other for all this time, y'all should be ready to hit something.
Go hit somebody else.
Right? Bro, this was a shameful performance. Shameful performance. Shameful. At least for this first half. And we know you got the scabs coming in respectfully, no disrespect to those players, but we know this is the first half is what we needed to see. And I need to see something different this the next game because Love was
Because
under
you know,
duress and the drop passes like we have to get some type of rhythm going. I like I said I'm not blaming Love for this. I'm not blaming Love because he can't catch the ball for you. That's something that the receiver has to do. Has
he
to
had the
do. But I
leading.
don't like that he was under duress like that already. Like I just don't like that. I expected us just to look a little better. I'm honest. I don't know what else to say. Go ahead, Dr. Smith. Then we'll go to Bleacher. I expected him to look better.
Well, like I said, it's everyone's getting some exercise tonight, right? Because the players got an opportunity to exercise their it's going to be okay muscles. Like you lift your head up muscles. There's a whole
Right.
lot of those going on the sidelines. A whole lot of pick your head up speeches. The coaches got to exercise their you look like those muscles. The coaches got an opportunity to do that. The fans have an opportunity to overreact. That's one side of it. The other side of it, they're apologists who are going to be bending over backwards to tell you how much it doesn't matter. Somewhere in between all of that is the right response. There's certain things that I don't expect to see in a preseason game the most like diversified offense that you're seeing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not expecting to see some 4-dimensional chess game and whatnot,
Right.
right?
I agree. That's fair.
You're keeping your playbook tight, right? And so defensively, it's going to be a little bit frustrating because they're playing zone, they're playing soft, right? They're not coming up, especially if they're missing guys like Quay Walker right there in the middle of the field. But it bothers me that certain things that you can't chalk up to it being a preseason game, we still look
Right.
like crap, right? McCole Hardman
Right,
is back
right.
to get on this team and basically
Mm-hmm.
fired himself.
Correct.
And and if he didn't fire himself, it's only because the person that he's in competition with is
Played so
just
that.
as bad.
Right.
It's just as bad. Like missed a contested catch. I'm willing to forgive that, but a wide open catch,
I can't forgive that.
that's come on, brother. So it's a whole lot of. So again, my question is, do these games even have any value whatsoever?
I
Because
think
for
they do the
me,
people in the depth chart. I think they really should be important to preseason. That's who makes like the fringe players how they make the team is the preseason
for
and
sure,
players and then people moving up the depth chart. We just didn't play with no energy or heart. I just think that's just really what it is.
and I think that's hard to switch on. It's not
Uh,
impossible. It's not impossible to switch on to pissed off violent football, right? It's not difficult to get into that, but or not impossible to get into that is the point that I'm trying to make. But I do think that if you don't come out in a physically demanding game
right.
like football with that mentality from Jump Street, that the assumption that it's just always easy to switch on, I think is shaky. I'm not saying that it's impossible,
Possible. Right.
but I'm saying like I would. I'm not looking for like the St. Louis Rams greatest show on turf offense, right? I'm not looking for anything like super skilled, but what I am looking for is a team that wants to hit somebody else. And we didn't look like that. We look like everyone is just trying to not get hurt,
I agree.
and so everyone
Yeah.
it's
That's a good
eggshells, right?
point.
To make
That's a good
mistakes,
point.
but trying not to get hurt. That's what it looks like. So if you don't want to play, then don't bother playing because you're still going to get hurt. You're going to get more hurt playing like that.
Like that, you're playing
Yeah,
scared. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're
because
right,
the
you're right.
Jets are not playing scary.
And that's the
The,
point. Maybe that's what it is. That's a good point.
you know, so
No, that's a
I'm
good point. No, that's a
I'm
really good point.
contemplating
Maybe that's
even
what it
whether or
is.
not I want to watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what's it over here? It's what about to be 9 o'clock. I'm contemplating whether I'm just calling it a night and just going into the city at this point because that's
Yeah.
how the
Yeah, no, what that you can't expect much more in the second half. Like that's just insane. Like
Yeah.
yeah, the way they played, like, and I don't blame that on Matt LaFleur. I'm holding all the players responsible. I'm definitely holding the
yeah
players responsible. And the
first
weather has
Mm-hmm.
picked up here too, Bleacher. I know we was talking before. It's definitely raining and thunderstorming now. Like we got like a weather advisory too in Wisconsin. I don't know if it's all of Wisconsin, but I know down here in our area it's
Yeah, it's
definitely.
about it's east of you. I mean, it's north. It's north of you. It's in the Sheboygan area, so we're not gonna get it. We're gonna be like 7 miles
Okay.
from it. But it was
Yeah.
earlier today. It was bad. It was like north here. It was raining, but it was worse in Green Bay, Door County area. We got
Okay,
some
yeah, because it's
storms
definitely
there.
kicked up here. As soon as you mentioned it, before it wasn't all of a sudden it just got boom, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, that's all right. Yeah,
it's
so you was definitely right. It did hit us with this young weather real quick,
yeah. It was.
just like the New York Jets hit us in our mouth in this first half, hit us right in our mouth.
Oh
Got
my
Justin
god,
Fields
man!
looking confident in the pocket. Justin Fields was looking confident in the pocket. Justin
That part
Fields
had
was
me.
looking confident in the pocket. Had him looking
I could.
like a real quarterback.
I was saying to myself like, man, I think the Bears kind of gave him a little too fast, man.
Right,
Just give him some time. It's fifth year. It's only his fifth year. Like I was like, once I saw like only his fifth year, like quarterbacks ain't really developed until his fourth or fifth year. They gave
right.
him like real fast. So it just
Damn, midnight noon. Hold on 1 second. Trees are breaking in downtown Milwaukee. I believe it. I'm telling you, it done
that
picked up.
that,
Yeah, it
that wind
definitely done
picked
picked
up,
up.
man.
Yeah, it's definitely picked up. It's a
Hope
little
ain't no
wild.
tornadoes down there. Hope everybody stay
How
safe down there, man.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, everybody
how
be
far is
safe.
Green Bay from you guys?
For
Because
me,
y'all are
it's
in
about an
Milwaukee,
hour
right?
and 40 minutes for me.
Oh, okay, so that's
Yeah,
not far at all.
No, it's not crazy.
yeah. Nah, it's
Yeah.
not that far. Green
No,
Bay like 40 minutes from here.
yeah, it's not crazy.
That's
Yeah,
about my
it's not
commute
that
to
far.
work. I have
Yeah,
to drive like
but
about an
we got
hour.
like a lot of shuttles from Milwaukee you could take to go to Packers games with different bars, where you can
Yeah, they
you
took.
buy your ticket, all you can drink and all that back and
It's
forth
like the
because
golden package, right?
yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
call
Yeah,
it, the
yeah,
golden
yeah,
package.
they
yeah,
need them
yeah,
shuttles.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because the thing is, it's not going to the Packers game is the problem. It's leaving is the problem. That's where the
It's
problem.
real bad. Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's real
yo,
bad.
yeah, leaving the Packers game. Oh,
Bro, I gotta tell you,
you
I
got
got a
you
story to
can't
tell
go
you.
to work the next day. I'm gonna tell you that. If you go to like a evening game, knock it off. You won't get home till like
That
2, 3 in the morning. It takes so
person,
long for the freeway. It's so congested. It's so
Bro,
many people. Like it's
that sound like New
insane.
York.
Like yeah,
it,
it's like New York. Yeah, it's like New York.
Sound
But
like,
all the way to Milwaukee is like that. It's just ridiculous. That's why I
exactly.
prefer to pay a premium for the shuttle and just sit back, take a nap. Because when you in that type of traffic, after that type of energy, you've been man. Listen, that's a lot. That's a
it's a
lot.
lot.
I refuse.
You
Yeah, that I
talking
refuse to
to the
do it.
converted. I remember one time I used to work in Brooklyn, right? I lived in at that time. I lived in Jersey, worked in Brooklyn, right? I don't know how much of the geography you know, but I lived right close to Newark. I lived in this
Okay.
area called Union, right? So for me to get to Brooklyn where I worked, I had to go through Staten Island,
Oh man,
right?
Okay.
stay safe, man.
Right.
Under normal circumstances, without traffic, it takes about an hour back then, right?
Okay.
But there were certain times that you had to get across the Staten Island Expressway. Otherwise, you might as well put your car in park and just walk the rest of
Right.
the way. I don't like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I remember leaving work, and you had to be across the expressway by 2:45. Back then, I used to work an early shift. It was easy for me to do, but you had to get across by 2:45. I didn't get out of work until 4:45. Now I just said it takes about an hour under
Right.
normal circumstances, right? I got on the expressway by 4:45. I didn't get back to my house until 8:30 that night.
See, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, that's what I do. Just sitting there, like after a evening Packers game, just stay the night. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, it's
it
crazy.
ain't worth
It's
it,
It's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like you just gotta spend the night. Like what are you
I,
doing?
I could have caught
bro.
a ticket to. I could have flown to Houston
It's
in the
right.
time that it took me to drive an hour. I could have flown to
Exactly.
Houston and back, and
It's just
crazy.
crazy, but it is an experience. I'm gonna tell you that, like going to
Yeah,
Lambeau Field, being in Lambeau for a Packer game is different. It feels different.
It
I've
does.
been in different stadiums, all you know what I'm saying. But when you be in
yeah,
Lambeau, I don't know if it's the history or because of being from here and understanding what it's about. But when you go into Lambeau, the energy feel different. I'm telling you.
It
For
does.
those of you who
It's
have been to some Packers games, and especially when we doing good, when we on the we championship caliber. Oh, that energy and that man. Listen, when you
Looks
go up to
good.
Lambeau, it feels different. I'm talking about when you about 10 miles out, you start feeling that Lambeau feel. You definitely need to check that out. I'm telling you, it feels different going to Lambeau. Am I lying?
One of
Hey,
these days.
VP, am I lying?
Nope. You
No,
go
when you
up
go on
there,
the
it's like a
Lambeau, bro, you
college.
pull up. Oh,
It's like
One of
college
these days,
atmosphere.
like I
It's
said.
like you going to college, man. That's how it feels. Like,
right.
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
it feels so nice going up there. Like even evening, like I say like 3 o'clock, probably 12 evening. You go again. Like I got a story. Like when I went to a Packer game a couple years ago. It was Packers and Cowboys, and Rodgers was still on the team. Packers won in overtime. I kid you not, the game was over by like 6:30, but we didn't leave for an hour because it was so bad with traffic. So we just waited an hour, got something to eat,
And
went to the
still,
back
they'll see
way
that
by
thumbs up and they
Messi
know
Street,
exactly what he's talking about.
go
Yeah.
back way to Messi Street. Then you go there.
But then
Then
you
you
go,
leave.
then you try to hit them. That's why it just makes sense to spend the night. It's just ridiculous. Somebody just brought up a point I did want to add on to that too. The tackling. There's no excuse for our poor tackling. That's been an Achilles heel for this team for so long, has been the tackling. That has to improve. We have to be able to tackle. That's what makes it great. That's the difference between a good and great defense. It's tackling. Tackling is huge.
I mean, salute to the people who are even at this point still counting mistakes. I've lost count. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if you are still in it looking for like the minutia, salute to you. Because all I had to see was my starting right guard get whooped. That was the strip sack ended up being a touchdown. He got whooped. He got absolutely whooped. You had Jacob Monk come in, right? This is like I said, if I was still like trying to look at this game through a microscope, right? Jacob Monk, who is going to be like one of our swing guys on the interior,
Right.
backup, right? Whether it's a center or a guard or whatever. I don't know how many times he was holding. Like he was holding and he got whooped. He was another one that the dude to Afele, he was someone that I had actually looked at when he came out of the draft, wanting him in Green Bay, and that's why he's just solid diesel muscle, like, and he
Okay.
just moved right through. Yeah, it's not good.
It's
It's
not
definitely not
right.
good.
That's it's not good.
Definitely not good, right? No,
But I don't want us to
preseason.
overreact and like
Yeah,
Dr. Smith says so eloquently, we're just having a conversation. We're just asking questions. We're
we're just
just,
asking questions.
we're just
We're not
asking.
overreacting.
We're
We're
just
just
asking
asking
questions.
questions,
Yeah,
right?
we just
Because
asking questions.
we're just asking questions, right? If the preseason is all right, uh uh we can't jump off the roof because of the preseason.
Right.
Then my question is, have they done anything to get you excited? The other side of the coin. Like what have they done to get you excited? I would say I'm looking for that needle in the haystack, right? I would say that Matthew Golden was able to draw a holding on Sauce Gardner, who's one of the best corners,
Right.
and Matthew Golden's a rookie. So being able to draw a holding, like you had to hold me to hold me, that's good, right?
Right.
I saw Baron Sorrell, 99, out there looking like Warren Sapp for a quick second, right? Because he just moved right through the guy. He didn't try to run around him. He moved through him, and it led to a rushed pass. Those were Kobe Wooden. That was the 4th-and-1 play that the Jets tried, and he blasted through the
Blessed
line
through.
and
Yeah,
got there.
that was
Yeah,
good.
that was a good play. That was a good
So
play.
Great points though. This is great points, Dr. Smith. That's good.
those three plays are the other tight end who I think is probably going to make the team as our third string,
86.
Fitzpatrick.
86. Yeah.
Fitzpatrick, because I don't think I don't know that we carry 4 tight ends. I could
No.
be wrong, but
I don't
your
think we
first
would
Three at
need
least.
4. But if we're running
3
a
at
lot of
least.
double tight end sets, you might want 4 tight ends.
yeah,
If we're allegedly
yeah.
running double tight end set. Hey, great comment. ALOL. Lambeau has Bucks playoff win energy every game. That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it.
Great
That's
Yeah.
point.
exactly how it
I mean,
is.
Lamar, I'm coming. It's
Yeah,
gonna
that.
happen.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
but
that.
like I said, if this game I would have had to bring like my blood family, right?
Right.
Because they would have been able to bail me out. Y'all have been like, yeah, we never inviting this dude.
Yeah, hey,
This
don't
is
even trip.
crazy.
We
We thought
got
he was
you.
cool. This
We
dude
got
is.
you.
Do
But
they
that
have
those
like
are some highlights, though. I do agree. Those were at least a few highlights. Like I said, I think
yeah,
Golden, we got one in Golden. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
get somebody removed from that team like Heath, and they might cut Heath and Coleman. I don't know if
Tonight,
Golden looked legit. He's
tonight.
gonna be getting like regular reps. I'm not saying he's starting or second, but I definitely could see him as a third wide receiver already.
I mean, they already
Yeah.
started moving people around to make room for the incoming guys, right?
Right.
They went up to Bo Melton and was like, "Look, bro, you know what I mean.
Right.
You're gonna have to go on the other side of the field, pick up the green jersey in practices or whatever. Because if you try to come to this wide receiver room right now, they are crowded." Um, I kept hearing, like reading the reports, nerding out about how Malik Heath looked in the training camp. And if he looked good, I guess he forgot to do that tonight. And I heard McCole Harmon was supposed to be balling in training camp, and if he
Oh my
looked
God!
good,
Come on, we
I
going
guess he
straight.
forgot.
Is that no strays?
I gotta see. I ain't seen it in there yet.
Oh yeah,
What up,
he's
Mr. Cool?
no, he's lurking. You know he's lurking. If not, then he's lurking.
He's
He can't.
lurking, right?
He's
Go
He
ahead.
lurking,
can't wait.
man.
Go ahead,
He can't
please.
wait.
No,
Man,
I agree. It's just again, this is just one preseason game. We understand that, and we're hoping that we see a much better and more intense Packer team going into the next preseason game because they came out very flat, almost like they expected to win or they thought that the Jets would lay down because they're the Packers and they're the media darlings. We next up and all of that. It could be overconfidence as well. I don't know. It,
I don't.
man.
I would say that if I felt like they were competing, like they had the competing energy, and they just thought to themselves, "Oh, well, you know, the Jets are gonna look at this, look at this, look at this touchdown. Yeah, another one, 24-3. Good
yeah.
night."
Look.
Oh, let me
I
see.
just turned it
Let me
back
check. Let
on
me
too,
check. Let me
because
check.
I legit was about to,
Ah,
go ask
Yeah,
some
we
folks
not.
to
Hey,
do.
we
damn it.
not looking
Oh my
good, y'all.
goodness.
This is definitely not their best. You know who else is
Yeah,
a good? Who else is a bright spot? I like Malik Willis. He looked poised. He looked understand. He looked like he understand the game. He had drop passes today, but I like Malik Willis.
in this game,
Yeah,
I mean,
I do. I like him. I like him. I don't know if this game is
he
the
has a lot
commercial
of
game.
drop passes though too.
He did. He did. Um,
As our
I
backup, I think he's solidified as our backup though. I think he's
for
solidified.
sure. I don't think so. So let me contextualize what I'm saying. He certainly didn't lose
Right,
stature, lose clout
right,
no.
with this performance, right? But if I knew nothing about Malik Willis what he did for us last year, and you were telling me, oh yeah, this guy, I'm telling you, you got to watch this guy play, whatever. This for me would not be the commercial game
no,
for him.
I
For me,
agree.
like his pocket awareness, right? It was like part of that sack was him not feeling
The
that
pocket.
dude coming on him. So you got to move. But then to to what you're saying, when he did pull the ball down and run, he was effective.
Right.
I think that's one of the things that I wanted to see Jordan Love do more this season is to be able to use his legs. I know that he is certainly far more dangerous with his arm, but and I'm never going to look at him like a legitimate dual threat quarterback
Quarterback.
who's
Right.
just as dangerous passing as he is, or excuse me, just as dangerous running as he is passing. That's not him. But you got to be able to be confident with it. So I want to see Jordan Love kind of get back to that. He didn't do that last year because he was injured and he was
Right.
scared to run the ball and whatnot. I think that was something that he himself had mentioned. Um, but yeah, it's hard to find the bright spots in this game. Again, not overreacting over it, but
Right.
if you didn't want to play, then just say that.
Right.
That's what I would.
I just think whatever practices were before, the energy needs to be turned up in practice because
Yes.
clearly they didn't come out with any toughness or sense of urgency. Something needs to change
Yeah,
coming in the
yeah.
game too because this
The
wasn't
dreaded
it.
S word. You look soft.
Yeah, they did. They
The
did.
dreaded S word. You look soft. Facts, right? Your wide receiver Romeo Dobbs is supposed to be your break glass in case of an emergency. Like I'm gonna be
Right.
the one to get the tough catches. He didn't. Source Gardner
But guess what?
handled
The
him.
break
You look
glass they
soft.
gotta be updated because that one ain't coming. He tried to break the glass, ain't nothing coming out.
Right. Right. Source Gardner had him under check. So I mean, those games have value too, right? In case somebody in training camp is getting big headed, I don't know what you're getting big headed for. Like how Chris Webber used to talk to. I remember watching Chris Webber with he had like this interview or whatever where he was talking about that, like how he used to get on his players and whatnot, and it would always you would always see the best response after a losing game because he would just
Right.
bark on people
Right.
in film session, especially when he saw people like goofing off when they're looking at game tape after a loss and whatnot. And he would just get up in front of people and just start barking on them. I don't know why you guys are not paying attention. I don't know
Right.
why it's. I don't know what you think. You have something better to do. We got dog walked out there. I don't, and he would just start getting in on people. When you play like this, you have that. You have the ability to do that. So whoever wasn't paying attention in training camp before,
You got the
you
film.
now have the ability to go and grab everyone by the helmet because after this performance, everyone needs to be doing
Look at the
push-ups,
kids. They
right?
showing kids disappointed. They got the kids upset. Damn Packers.
Mom,
It's the
mom,
weekend. It's
I got
Saturday. They hyped to watch the Packers, and then look at this. Getting
I
their
saw
head beat in
mom,
24-3.
This
mom,
is
what y'all
interesting. They
supposed to
got Sean
do?
Clifford in before they got
I
Al
can't
Guzman
get it
in.
out.
This is
Right. And then
I can't get it out.
with Brady Cook. Who is Brady Cook? Who is Brady Cook?
He cooking us right now.
Right. They are 13 to 18 passing, 164 yards, 9 yards a pass, 1 touchdown.
yeah, they're playing to me like I said. So when you said they came out looking like they just expected them
To lay
to
down.
lay. I don't know if I agree with that because to me when you make that statement is as if they were competing and they expected the Jets to not compete, and that's
I guess
not what I.
that's fair.
They don't.
Okay, I
They
see what you're saying. That's
themselves don't
fair.
look like they're competing. They themselves look like I want to be somewhere else.
Yeah, they got them
Like I
fans
don't
looking
want to. I
sad
don't want
right
to
now. I
run.
had to look at. Oh my god, they got the
Yeah, you
fans
see
looking
they
sad.
showing the kids. I don't know why
Yeah,
they
they're
doing
like,
that, bro.
man,
That's wrong. Yeah,
Dad,
why are
I
they
didn't think
showing
they're
them
gonna be
kids
losing
like
like
that?
this.
Right.
Like,
Why are
Dad,
they
what is
showing
going
them
on?
kids?
Not like
Oh,
this.
yep,
It's like
yep.
our
No
first
strays in
game.
there.
Oh
No
my
strays in
god,
here.
why you showing those kids like that?
Here, let me
They're
see.
like,
No. What up, no strays? I know a quarterback that could bring the Packers back from 24-3.
It's 28-3. You want to be honest? You gonna make fun of us? Do it right, bro. It's 28-3.
28-3.
Jesus, man, come
Shout
on,
out to No
man.
Stray. Me and him been arguing all day. I argue with him all day on Twitter. Shout out to No
Oh,
Stray.
oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
look at this. The play from the Packers today was a continuation of last year's play. There's validity to that.
I don't like it.
I can't get a gauge on what they do, because this I know this is not the team
Right.
that's going to play, right? And I'm not even talking about starters, non-starters, or whatever. I'm talking about their attitude. I know that this is not the attitude, but again, so I keep coming back to that. Forgive me if I sound like a broken record, right? But what is the value of the preseason if the players themselves don't want to do it? Because that's what it looks like. The players that look
Well,
there's goofball stuff. Malik
this season
Heath is
start
just
cutting
out
right
there
now.
looking like absolute. All right,
But now
what
he's
was
lost his confidence. Now we can't expect him to cut. Look at what's happened to Malik Heath today. Like, come on, he's done for today. Like, he's cooked. He's mentally done.
Was a flag? It was a flag. All right, so he drew the flag. Yeah, that's gotta
Okay.
be
I
illegal
think
contact.
I expect him even still coming out on the field competing after how he played in the first half. Respectfully,
Yeah.
he was out
He
there
didn't
looking
get the
crazy.
call because I got the TV on mute, right? So he didn't. Was it a flag or wasn't a flag? It was not a flag. Oh
No,
well,
we
yeah.
just
Well, look, Heath. I don't know what to tell
we
you,
did
bro.
have 2 fumbles. Yeah, Miko Hardman
But
and Malik Willis had a
they
fumble.
grabbed them though. They grabbed the defense
That's what I'm
grabbing
saying.
them
I
though.
think I'm a step ahead of y'all, right? Because that's the
Yeah,
play I was
Yeah,
talking
they
about.
caught
right.
holding.
Yeah,
Or
I
they
think you a
take it
step
back.
ahead. Yeah, you a little bit ahead of us. It
Yeah,
seemed like Dr. Smith on your broadcast.
yeah.
So
You
yeah,
definitely ahead of me.
I had it on mute, right? But they threw the flag. What was the flag for?
He grabbed his arm when he was going around the field, but then they called it back saying that the ball was in the air good enough or it wasn't catchable. Sometimes they'll call it like they'll call it and they call it uncatchable. They'll call that. They've been calling that a lot more lately in the last couple of years because once the ball go in the
Mm.
air, it has to be catchable. Gotta be in the area of validity for them to call that.
Okay.
I think I think that is a poor call though, because unless the ball is 10 feet over his head, right? You don't know if the ball was catchable or not if the guy is holding him. I don't
That's true.
know
Yeah,
No.
that's
how
fair.
close he would have got
Yeah,
to
it's
that
fair,
ball.
and it should have called at least a hold, not a pass interference.
Something,
At least the hold.
They not gonna
something
give us nothing.
exactly.
Yeah, the way we've been playing, we
Yeah.
don't deserve it.
They give
Truth,
us nothing.
We don't deserve no help. We don't
truth.
deserve no help. We gotta earn the help. Damn the Packers. We just played completely flat today. Like this flat
Like like like
on
we don't want to play.
everything. Yes. Oh,
Like we
somebody
don't
said
want
the
to play.
kicking game was solid.
There you
That
go.
was it.
Yeah, somebody that
That
have
was
said
it.
There you
the
go.
kicking game was solid.
Bang bang.
Hey, we
Some
had
fireworks
problem with
after
kickers.
that.
Hey,
Bang bang bang.
I'll say this: we used to have problem with kickers the last couple of years, so I'm gonna give him that because
Right,
he didn't
yeah,
know who our
I
kicker was.
appreciated that comment. He's like, I don't know what else I could pull from, but he's like, the kicking game was solid.
You don't have
The
to worry
the
about kicker
grounds
anymore. So
the groundscaping crew. They
Right,
were
right, right.
still look good.
Right,
Still looks good. The
we don't
grass
know.
looks like it's
You know that's
nice.
bad. We got to pull from that as the positive for the game. Is that the
Oh my
kicking
god.
was solid? They got to turn it up next game. This is pathetic.
man,
This
it's
is
bad.
really pathetic. Nobody's gonna watch this to the fourth quarter. This is pathetic.
That's what
This,
I'm saying. I'm about to ask some folks or whatever.
yeah,
Let's see the
yeah,
feedback.
yeah.
Let's
I'm
make
gonna
a
run it a
let's make a
couple
last.
more minutes before we get up out of here. But yeah, Packers definitely disappointing today. I'm 100% disappointed in what I was expecting more at home for your first preseason game. Maybe on the road I can see you being a little flat, but at home, come on, man.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that
What should expectations be in a preseason game? Because regardless of where you stand with it, this was a failure. Now it's not a failure.
thank you. That's it. Correct. I
You,
agree.
you know what I mean? We didn't get booted out of the playoffs with this. No, and no, I don't think the average person should lose their job on a bad performance in one game. The average person, but for
Yeah,
the
I
people
agree.
who are barely making the team, right? The guys who are holding on to their spot by their fingertips, like McCole Hardman, like Malik Heath, this is not the game that you want to log, and you still want to play with some level of competitiveness. It doesn't count. No, someone that made the comment that this is the worst preseason game I've seen in years, and then someone else responded, "Or you forgot Denver." I remember the Denver preseason game last year. That's how much I know
Yeah.
that. We looked
Oh man.
horrible in that Denver game, right? And we
Oh,
looked
I like
just
that
as
comment.
bad in
This
this.
year's crucial year.
No,
Okay. That
it doesn't matter, but
no, but that's
this
a. I see the correlation. I understand that's apples for apples for the most part.
right. And we look, and to me, like I said, there's certain things that you can't. I'm sorry, chalk up to. Well, it's just the preseason, right? A catch, a pitch and catch, is something that if you're not doing it now, I'm bothered by that. I'm not gonna be upset if I see the other team getting a lot of catch, like if they're able to move the ball, like pass the ball on us. If I also know that we're playing in soft zone, right? So that I mean, I'm contextualizing, right? I would like to say, well, why aren't guys right up on the receivers? Because they're not going to. That's not the game
Mm,
that
right.
clearly Jeff Happy's not calling that game, right? But the things you cannot contextualize, like you said, the missed tackles. Every time that we arrive to the ball, it seems like we're well, not every time because there have been some good plays, but too often they are missing. My offensive line getting moved around by their defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something that you can contextualize. That's either something you have or you don't. You know what I mean? And they didn't have it tonight. They did not look like they wanted to play.
Okay, we got a question in the chat. The players aren't executing, but how much blame can we put on the coaches?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make the catches. You gotta make the tackles. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. They can't do that for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Certainly, and for me, it's just like going back to how we look at the Bucks, right? Doc Rivers definitely has a lot that annoy me about. Look at that. Look at the Jets are styling on us right now.
Yeah, this is bad, man. This is.
So when you guys catch up to this next play, yeah, they're styling on us right now. Good life. Look at this.
Where is the fight, you Green Bay Packers?
Look at
Damn,
this.
man. Where is the fight?
Man, I'm behind.
Look at this. Who's number 27 on our team?
I'm looking
number
right now.
Oladapo. Oh, Victor. Come on, brother.
Oh, man.
And I like Victor, but come on, man.
Oh, that was a great catch.
That was a good catch.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like
Skinner.
He wasn't within a foot of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like you.
He was able to gather himself and time his jump without being impeded. Correct. Yeah,
So for me, what I was gonna say was, there's a lot of things that annoy me about Doc Rivers, but ultimately, I do first and foremost believe in player accountability. This to me is players don't like the players
I would lean more on the players in this situation. I think this is more.
I think right now it looks like, honestly, that there was a whole bunch of people who were right in the middle of their video game. They didn't even bother turning it off. They just put it on pause and said, "I'll be right back," and then just left the house to come play the game. Like that's what it looks like. It looks like that's where they put the priority. They just paused it. They just paused their game to come play the Jets. They didn't go right back to the game afterwards. They didn't want to lose their spot. They didn't want to turn the PlayStation back on. They didn't want to, they still got the lights on.
He's still going, fans.
They still got the lights on. They still got company over the house.
God.
Look at this. Look at this. This another
the Packers is just like, people are just running wide open everywhere. Running wide open. There's no pressure on the quarterback. What's going on with the Packers?
They're playing like they just put the game on pause.
We done after this quarter. After this quarter, we did. This is crazy. I can't even understand.
They were playing Madden. That's the football game that they were playing. They were playing Madden. They were playing Packers versus Jets on Madden. Put that game on pause to actually come play
Shout out to
Look at
Mr.
the fans.
414.
Look at the fans. Oh my God! Look at them. They like.
Yeah, the fans is tight. The fans are tight.
I have to be like, let's go home, baby. I tell my wife, like, let's get out of here, man. Let's get the track at this point.
Yeah, if I was at the game, I'd be out right now. 100%. I would be out.
I'll be out.
I already told you what happened to me.
Yeah, I'll be out. I would be out right now. I'll be like, hey, we can maybe.
I know that some of these stadiums or whatever actually have like jail cells in like.
Oh yeah, Green Bay Packers got one. Yeah,
I'd have found it.
FAFO would have been for real. Yeah, FAFO would have been for real.
The first person that would have told me to calm down, I'd have been like, all right, well, we're going to see what's cracking up here in Wisconsin, because I'd have just,
Okay, look at this one. Moose said, I was hoping to see Isaiah Simmons do more today with playing time. He is getting, still hope he makes the team, though. It's only one game. It's only one game. Go ahead. What you say, Dr. Smith?
I think he's in a tough. Look at this, man. I think he's in a tough spot with the defense that they were calling, because they're playing soft coverage.
Right.
And right there in the middle of the field is like they're playing like that soft zone, and right there in the middle of the field is where we're vulnerable if you're going to call the game like that, and that's where he plays. You know what I mean? And so it's for me, that one is more contextual than anything, but. The people who look bad, like the people who look bad to me, who flat out look bad, my offensive line. We flat out look bad. They got booked. There's no contextualizing.
Yeah, like I said earlier, we got bullied on both sides today.
Look at this. Look. Oh my God.
People are just running open, missed tackles.
They don't want to play.
They got to redeem themselves after this. This is a beating. This is officially a beating or a drubbing. Whatever adjective, verb, whatever you want to use, it's all that.
We're going to listen. We're gonna listen to some DJs.
All right, this
You
is
know,
ridiculous.
we'll go run a lap around
Oh
downtown.
my God. I just wanted to get it in for a little bit here, friends and family, just to talk about this team. But
Yeah,
there's even
man.
no need to
That's the end
watch
of
the
the
fourth
third. All
quarter.
right. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I
there's
think I'm
no
gonna run
need
a
to
lap.
even watch.
I'm gonna go run a lap downtown New
Right.
Orleans.
What's your
You know what I
last
mean?
words, Dr. Smith? And then we're going to go to you, Bleacher. Go ahead, Dr. Smith.
Well, like I said, when you play like this again, it calls into question the value of a preseason game because I know for a fact that this is not who they are mentally. That they're not this soft, right? I am giving you a mulligan on this because I know you're not this soft. If it is, I don't even bother waking me up for the season. I know you're not this soft. So if you don't want to play, then don't bother showing up.
That's it.
What
That what?
bothers me You know what I mean? What bothers me though is that is maybe an attitude. It's a poor attitude, right? But it's maybe an attitude for the guys who have their spots solidified on the team. It's certainly not the attitude for the guys who are fighting for spots on this team. There are 90 people in camp, I believe, and there are 53 spots. That means a whole lot of people are not going to be working. A whole lot of people are going to have to be holding it down at their IT job, hoping to, get on a football roster or whatever. This was your time to shine. This was your time to shine. And not one, well, I can't say that. There's been a couple plays here and there, but we haven't been able to sustain any momentum at all. Maybe 3 or 4 plays.
If.
Apparently, the practices look better than this. But now it brings that into question. Do the practices look better than this because they're going against each other? Or because when they went up
Oh.
against somebody else,
Oh man.
we didn't look all that. I remember a couple of years ago, all I heard was this when Don Capers was the defensive coordinator and Adrian Amos and company was still here. And the defense this and you can't move the ball on them at all. And they had me thinking, oh, well, we're gonna come out here looking Seahawks or whatever. And we got moved around. So that is a question. Do we look good because we're going up against each other? Because we certainly don't look good right now. And I know it's just the preseason. But at what point do you care about how you look? I care what I look like when I leave the house. I know I look super bummified right now because I'm in the comfort of my own home. It's just me and the missus or whatever. But if I walk out my house when I go downtown, even if it's just to do a lap around downtown, I'm not going out here to do crazy. I'm still not going to go outside looking crazy.
Facts.
They walked out the house look in their house shoes and rollers in their bathrobe. They still got the SpongeBob pajama pants on. They don't care. They don't care what they look like right now.
Get him, Dr. Smith.
That's what they look like. That's crazy.
Get him, Dr. Smith. Get him.
They still got the SpongeBob's on right now. That's crazy. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes because there's going to be a whole lot of people. Oh, it's just all right.
Yeah, when is the next game, Bleacher?
Next week Saturday,
Okay, so next week we'll
I
go
believe.
live again. Okay, all right. So
Oh
what's
my
your last
goodness.
words? We're gonna have a better live next. This was crazy. This type of performance, they just
I
sucked all the energy out of the fan. Go ahead, Bleacher. This was crazy.
I still can't believe the fans still there. I'll be gone right now. Like
Yeah,
I'm going home.
but that's real Packer
Like
fans. That's what it is. They go down. They going
yeah,
down with the ship. Hey,
I
Dr.
know.
Smith, let me let you know they're going down with the ship at Lambeau. I'm
They are.
telling you.
I know.
It,
I'd have been right there.
oh
I'd
man,
have been
listen.
wherever the holding cell is in Lambeau.
All right, he's been detained. They won't say hold. They be like he's been detained.
You know how he gets.
Right, he good. We got it.
You know how he gets. You know how he gets, right? I'm reading Mr. 414.
All right.
I stopped after halftime, bro, but I'm gonna relax because I know how.
All right, yeah, right. Say
me and you both, bro.
All right, shout out to Mr. 414.
Right? So I gotta go in the guest room to watch the game in my own. Right, I gotta go in the guest room. crazy because I know how. Yeah,
We
look.
we gonna
This
be
is
beefing with
embarrassing.
him all year again now with this
Yeah,
Patriot. We gonna be beefing all year. We already know. No
he
strays
showed.
it's all year round. We don't agree on no sports team. But go ahead before we get out of here. I don't want this to cut off with this wild weather.
All right, yeah, it was just a bad game today. It's just I didn't, first half just sucked, but oh, I mean, they're gonna have to figure it out. You know, Florida gonna have to get a lot like fire on them in the practice week. That
Right.
was horrible. Just to see kids looking all upset, like, well, Dad, what are we doing? Playing,
Like, well,
we're
they
playing with balloons in the stands. They're
right.
playing with balloons in the. Oh my God, they got to fix this next week, man. It's ridiculous. There's no way you should get your butt kicked this bad. But it's just the effort, I understand it's tough, it's hard, you don't want to get cut, but come on, man. This is this
It's
is
the
this is the
energy.
NFL.
Shout out to DJ Dan. He said
The
at least the
energy.
weather was nice. Y'all grasping at straws now for what's wrong with y'all? Y'all go ahead,
It's
Bleach.
the energy.
Go ahead, Dr. Smith. What you say? It's terrible. We
It's just the energy. Yeah, that's my thing. Like like last year was a regression. The year before that, we made it to the second round in the
all right.
playoffs, right? Last year, we got knocked out in the first game. Now, granted, we got knocked out by the team that won the Super Bowl.
Correct.
But I don't really care for that line of argument. Like some people, we played the Eagles better than anybody else. We still lost. Like you know what
Right.
I mean? Like we got beat up. That's like saying we got beat up by the bully, just like everyone else. But at least we didn't get knocked out. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
we still lost the fight. Like to me, if there was a regression, even if it's a preseason game, I want to see more not in our house.
Right.
I don't care how vanilla it is. I don't care that Xavier McKinney is not out there and the starters are not out there and Nate Hobbs is not out there. I wanted to see more not in our house. And instead we said, yeah, exactly in our house. Here, let us invite you in. Let's help you in our house, right? You can have the house. Here's the keys. Here's the car. We'll go sleep out on the lawn. They got us sleeping in the guest room in our own house. That's what the Jets did. They got us sleeping in the guest room in our own house, picking up after them in our own house, beat
I
up
got I
on the
got I got some
furniture.
I got something better. If they brought girlfriend to your house, put you in the guest room, they on your bed.
I was gonna, I was, I was gonna go there, and I was like, I'm not. We
No,
gonna
that's what
keep
it
this.
feels like right now.
There, this is. But I know we gonna bounce back, y'all. I'm confident that we gonna bounce back. We just like we gonna start using that. We just asking questions. That's so that way we don't get
Shout out to the
accused of
Brewers. They
hating.
like
We
nine
just
straight
asking
games.
questions. That way you
Yeah,
can't be accused of hate. If you asking questions, you can't be
Doc
accused.
Rivers,
Shout out to the
it's
Brewers
coming,
at least.
Doc.
You got questions for Doc Rivers?
I got questions, Doc. It's coming. It's coming. I had questions from last year. Like so let me ask you this, Doc. Just saying, how many blow-bys will you watch Brooke Lopez get uh, victimized by before you have a conversation? I'm just asking questions, Doc. I'm just asking. Like how many times does that have to happen before you start to have a conversation with your coaches? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I got questions tonight. So um, I watch the people try to, tell
Right,
me not to. I'm not panicking, like you said. We just
right.
asking
We're
questions.
just
And
asking
on that
questions.
note,
All
I'm gonna go
right,
ask the
y'all.
questions now.
All right, go have some fun down there. Hey, decompress from this loss. All right,
Yeah.
Dr. Smith, appreciate you. All right, Bleacher.
All right, man. Take
All
care.
right, you too, bro. Be safe out there. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here before I have any more technical difficulties. Hey, shout out to friends and family. What's good, Packer Nation? Appreciate y'all all tapping in. Appreciate Team Grossi's raid coming in here, getting the likes up, getting the views up. Salute to them. Appreciate that. Salute to Packer Nation. This is only a preseason game one. We definitely did not look good. I'm hoping that this film session would be used for motivation for the Packers to come back strong and prove themselves in next Saturday's game. But this was definitely not a bright moment for the Packers. There's a lot of film study that can be used from this game. We play bad on both sides of the line, offensive line, defensive line. We didn't tackle well. I mean, you name it, we did it. This was a terrible performance, and I expect redemption from the Packers in this next game. Please comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content with the people. We will be going live after every Packer game, so please tune in. If you're a Packer fan, we're going live just like we go live after every Bucks game. Stay locked in. Please subscribe. This is some of the best content on YouTube. I promise you. Great community, very involved. If you ever want to tap in on the live, feel free to use the link that's always going to be pinned in the chat section. Ring to the live. I'll tap you in just like you see Dr. Smith or the VP tap in. So appreciate all y'all support. We're gonna try to get this the Bucks channel as high in like we get in this Packers channel. I wanted the Packers channel to rival the Bucks channel. So as far as with the likes, so appreciate all y'all getting in. I said that all crazy. My bad. I'm looking outside. I'm hearing thunder. Let me get up out of here, y'all. All right, y'all. Appreciate all the support. Comment, like, subscribe, share electrifying content. Go.